Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Thunda and we are back with another glam today. So of course, as you all can see the title down below, the type of look that we'll be doing today. So if you want to see how I achieve this look, then keep on watching. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Let me all know what you think about the look, and also make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Why haven't you? Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Make sure your post notification bell is on so you can be notified whenever your girl posts any videos, and make sure you give this video a big thumbs up as well. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys so much, and yeah, we'll see you at the end of this video. Bye guys. Yes, so welcome back guys to another video. I am excited, I am happy because of course we will be trying doing our makeup a different way today. Hopefully, let's see if it comes out how we want it to. So yeah, so as usual, I normally start off with I didn't do my skin prep on this video because it normally takes me a while, even though it's pretty simple. But I did went in and clean my face with my rose water, and then I went in with my Pond's Light Moisturizer to moisturize my face. Now if I'm normally going with primer, I normally take my Milk of Magnesia. So since we're not going anywhere, we decided not to do that step. So yeah, so we're gonna start off with our brows first. I normally take my loose powder and just a regular brush just to set the brows, and then I do go in with my spoolie just to brush the ears up. And of course I am gonna take my brown pencil. So if you want to use a brown pencil, if you want to use a brow pomade, that's optional for you guys, but for me I like to use pencil. So yeah, so we're gonna take the pencil and we're going to fill in our brows. We're gonna sculpt them out to our likings, and you want to take your time when doing your brows guys, because of course the brows are one of the main aspect when it comes on to the entire makeup. Eyes and brows for me is the win. So you want to make sure that your brows are looking like sisters. So you want to take your time and go as close as to your natural brow, and you're gonna fill that in lightly. You don't want to go into heavy because you don't want to look like, yeah. So you're gonna take a light hand and you're going to just to draw the bottom portion, and then you're gonna go on the top, and then you're gonna lightly fill those in, and then you're going to go ahead and clean them up with any concealer of your choice. Today I did choose to use the e.l.f. concealer. This is the hydrating one, and I use it to clean up the bottom portion of my brow. And then I went in with my LA Gear Pro concealer in the shade Fawn to clean up the top portion.
I'm just calling to say I am so troubled by the soul of mine. I've said those words so many times. I need you in this life.
Alrighty, so brows are looking all snatched, so we're going to go in with a small fluffy brush and we're going to clean up the bottom portion of the brows. So we're going to lightly pat. So I did speed up this part, guys, so don't mind me moving too fast. Yeah, so I'm just taking the brush and I'm just patting the concealer into my skin. Okay, so the brows are all done, guys, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to set our face with some loose powder. Guys, if you hear any noise in the background, I apologize for that. They're fixing the road in the community, so they're on my street now, so it's a bit noisy outside. Anyway, so after I set my face with my powder, my black opal powder, this step is very new to me. I always see it and I always wanted to try it, so I'm like, hey, let's go ahead and try this today. So I did went in with my LA Girl Pro concealer, and I did went in with the shade Almond, and I'm going to use that just to apply that concealer with my concealer brush only under the eyes. Then I'm going to take a regular, it's a fluffy brush, it's a bit bigger than the one I used to blend the brows, so I'm going to use that to pat that concealer into the skin. So it's like we're applying a first layer of base before foundation, and then after foundation we're going to highlight again, if that makes sense. Yes, so I'm going to use a brush to pat that in, and then afterwards I am going to take my beauty blender, it's damp, and I'm just going to give that a finishing touch. Now this step is optional for you guys. You don't have to do this step, but for me, I wanted to try something new, so that's the reason why I am doing this step. If you feel like you want to try it, you can go ahead and do that. You can let me know how it works for you and stuff like that. So yeah, we're just blending, guys. You want to make sure that you're blending. If your hands don't hurt when blending, it means that you're not blending enough, baby. Okay, so yes, we're just pressing the product into the skin. We're not swiping, we're not dragging, we are patting the product into our skin. This helps with letting the makeup look more flawless, and so that you'll have a more flawless beat. So yes guys, so we are done with blending out our under eyes. So we're going to move on to foundation, and I am using the Juvias Place foundation, and I am in the shade 210. This is my favorite foundation. It also matches me very well. So we're going to take a flat top brush. This is a brush that I use to conceal my brows, and we're going to apply that all over the skin, and then we're going to blend it out with our foundation brush, and then afterwards we're going to go in with our beauty blender, which is damp as well. Now whenever you're applying your foundation guys, for me, my preference is to not go in with like you're just squeezing out the pump onto your face, but to use any brush, whether it's a flat top brush, it's an anchor brush, whatever mini brush works for you. You're going to use that and take up the product and apply it to your skin, and then you blend it out. That gives you a more seamless blend. Like, trust me on that. It gives your application, it's just flawless. All right, and then because you have some persons rather to use a beauty blender to blend out their foundation, that's perfectly fine, but for me, I like to use a brush and then I go in with my beauty blender, and that's exactly what I do like every time I do my makeup, and I always get a flawless finish. Trust me, it's always flawless. So you want to tap the product into your skin. You don't want to drag, you don't want to swipe, because we're not swiper. We just want to pat pat pat. We're just going to pat the product into our skin. Alright, so our foundation is all blended out. Now we're going to take our LA Pro concealer in the shade Almond, and then we're going to apply that under the eyes only, and then we're going to take the shade Fawn to apply on our forehead, the nose bridge, and above the lip, and then on the chin area. And then we're going to use a damp beauty blender, and we're going to blend that seamlessly into the skin. Alright guys, so after we go in with our beauty blender to make sure that our concealer is all blended, we're going to now go in with our foundation brush, and we're going to use that to blend out those harsh lines. Okay, so of course we want to make sure that we're not seeing any harsh lines. Yes, so what we're doing guys, we're just pressing the product into our skin. This helps with making the under eye looks flawless and not cakey. Now of course we're just lightly patting in the product into our skin. We're not like juking under the eyes, we're just using a light hand, and we are just pressing the product into our skin.
I'm just calling to say I
am so troubled by the soul of mine. I've said those words so many times. I need you in this life.
Alright guys, so that is all blended. So we're going to take our LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Mahogany, and we're going to use that on the higher points of our cheeks, just below where you would normally contour, because I like to bring up my contour a bit. So I am just applying that on the cheek areas, and I'm going to put some on my forehead, and I'm going to take a regular it's a dense brush, and I'm going to use that to blend out my contour areas. Now this step is where you have to be careful of how much products you use, because you don't want it to look too dark or too heavy onto the skin. You want to make sure that of course you are able to blend it out seamlessly. Now as I said, I normally go back and forth with my beauty blender and my brush, because that helps me to prevent the harsh lines. Okay, so we want to tap the product once again, guys. We're not dragging, we're not swiping, we're just patting the product into our skin. Alright guys, so we're now going in with our black opal finishing powder, and we're going to, I have it in the shade light, so we're going to not bake, but we're going to press the product into our skin, and I'm going to do this method on all the areas that I highlighted with the concealer. So that's going to be under the eyes, on the forehead, the bridge of our nose, on the chin. So we're going to use that once again. We're going to press the product into our skin. We don't bake around here, okay? Unless the only time I bake, guys, is when I am doing like my reverse contour to kind of prep my nose. So when I go in with my contour shade, then that nose is all snatched. But we're just going in with a few layers just to bake under the eyes to perfection. Now this is a step that you must do, because if you don't set your face, then the makeup will be removing or separating from your face. So you must set your face, guys. Alright guys, so everywhere that we put our cream contour, we're going to now set it with our Black Radiance True Complexion in the shade medium to dark, and we're going to take the contour shade and we're going to set that area where we put all the cream contour. This is a must, because if you don't set the liquid, then of course it's like after you finish your makeup or throughout the day, you're not gonna see that snatch, because the cream will then be, I would say, it will start to soak into the skin, and then it's gonna have a fadish look. So you cannot really tell if you did do a contour. But when you set the contour, then everything is all set into place for the entire day. So you must set all areas that you put your contour liquid, if that makes sense. So now guys, we're going to go ahead, and this is one of my favorite steps. We're going to do a reverse contour. So we're going to bake the bridge of our nose, and then we're going to take the product a little bit under the eyes as well. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're going to do right now. Then we're going to let that sit until we finish our eyes. So now I'm taking the Elegant Pearl Concealer in the shade Fawn with my flat top brush, and I'm just going to apply that all over my lid. And then I'm going to take my fluffy brush just to blend that into the skin to prep for eyeshadow. Then I will be taking a regular, you can use it to apply a foundation as well. I think it's also a foundation brush. Once again guys, sorry for the noise. As I said, they are fixing the road and I have no control over that. So I'm taking that brush that you seen there. It's I think it's an anchor brush, I'm not sure, but we're going to use that with our black opal powder, and we're going to set the lids to prevent creasing, and it also makes the shadows pop more. So yeah, so I will be taking my Lem Touch bubble pop palette, and I'll be taking my BR makeup kit, and we're going to use those palettes to create our eye look for today. So I did went in with a light brown shade, and we're going to mainly focus all our brown shades at the outer portion of the eye. So I make sure I zoom in so you guys can see what I'm doing. So to prevent fallout on your shadows, you must dip the brush into the shade, then you tap the product onto the eyelids, then you go in with circular motion. That will prevent you from getting fallout onto your makeup. So I will be taking 3 shades of browns from the BR makeup kit palette, and then I will be taking 2 shimmery color from my bubble pop palette. So I will be taking the shade Sweet Spot first, and then I'm going to take my Sangria, if that's how it's pronounced. These are all matte shade. No, sorry, I will be taking, so the Sweet Spot is a metallic, it's not it looks like a shimmer color. Yes, so I'm going to take the Sweet Spot, and then I'm going to go in with Rose Prism. That's how it's pronounced. Sorry, my English is not so good. Yeah, so I'm going to take those 2 shades, and then I'm going to apply that with no concealer. So after I apply all those 3 brown shades, then I'm going to take the same brush I used to blend out the under eye, sorry, not the under eye, the same brush I used to blend out my brows. I'm going to just use whatever product is left on that brush, and I'm just gonna pat it on the inner portion of my crease before I go in with my shimmer shades. Now for all my brown shades, I apply them all in the same motion, the same way. You pat them into the skin. So the first shade, I'm actually taking it on the outer portion and then lightly bring it into the crease area, not all the way in but halfway. The second shade, I will be taking that below the first shade, a bit more deeper into the crease. And then the third brown shade, I'm going to take that below the second shade, and I'm going to take that exactly where I put the second shade in the crease area. And then I'm going to just take this. So I use one brush to apply all three brown shade, just one. I didn't wipe them off or anything. I just used them because they're all brown shades. It doesn't really matter. So I'm just taking one brush to do the entire application for the brown shades. So after I apply all the brown shades, then I'm going to go in with the shimmer colors. But before that, I will be taking the same brush and I'm just going to blend all three colors together to prevent you seeing any harsh lines. So we want them to look like it's just one shade that you're seeing there, but we did apply more than one. I will be taking a flat top brush and I'll be using that to apply my shimmer colors. Okay, so all our shades are now blended. I'm going to take my Black Radiance mascara and I'm just going to mascara my eyelashes to prep them for my falsy. Yes, so I am just, mascaring those. I don't have much, but we're going to make it work. See that? One of the best mascara. Now I'm just going to take my Black Radiance finishing powder. I am in the shade Warm Hazelnut, and I'm just gonna take my pop sponge and I'm going to apply that with the sponge, so we're not going to brush off the baking that we did with the nose and the under eye. We're just going to take the pressed powder and we're going to press everything into the skin. So we're not going to brush off anything. We're going to press everything into the skin. We're going to go on our smile lines, the forehead, on the chin, and then of course on the bridge of our nose. Then I'm going in with my beauty blender just to blend out all those harsh lines to make everything looks blended seamlessly. Now I'm going to take my favorite bronzer palette, and it's the Juvias Place bronzer palette, and this is in the shade deep dark, sorry. And I'm going to take the 2 shade with my contour brush, and I'm going to take both shades and I'm going to apply it all over my cheeks because of course we are bronzing the face. Okay, I'm also going to take a bit on my forehead as well. Okay, so now it's time to contour the nose. So I am taking a small mini brush, and I'm just taking the Juvia's Space bronzer palette. I'm taking the first shade only, and I'm just going to use that just to kind of define my nose to get it to the snatch look that I am looking for. So if you don't know where or how to contour your nose, then of course I will be doing a video on how to contour both the face and the nose. But of course you just want to take your time and follow the bridge of your nose. It has a line, a structure line. You want to just follow the exact shape of your nose, and then you should be able to maneuver that from there with the brush and whatever product you choose to use, whether it's an eyeshadow or your contour palette. It's optional for you. Now I did went in with my setting powder once again just to chisel below the contour shade. I did not leave it to bake because I normally have issues to blend it out, so I just went in straight and applied, and then I just blend it out. Now I am going in with my favorite liquid liner. I'm actually running out. I will be restocking this soon. It's the matte liquid eyeliner, waterproof, and this is in the shade Black. I was wondering if a wing will go well with this look, and I say let's just kind of change it up a bit. So I just went in with the liner just exactly where I would apply the lashes to prevent you seeing the glue or anything like that, because I use a hair glue to apply my lashes. So I just went in with just it on exactly where my lashes are, and then I apply my false eyelashes. And yeah, then we're going into blush. It's a red blush shade from the BR Kit makeup kit palette, where I took all the brown shades from, and I'm going to take the red from that palette and I'm just going to chisel my cheek, kind of rose them up a bit. Yeah, I did went in with my liquid liner as well to apply, my favorite beauty spots all over the places on my face that I normally like to you know. Yeah, so now I'm going in with my brown pencil and I'm going to outline my lips. Now I will be taking my brown pencil and my LA Pro concealer in the shade almond, and I'm going to use that to create a nude look. Now I did went in with a green from the BR makeup kits, and I take the green and I applied it under the eye just to kind of smoke it out a bit, and then I went in with my white eyeliner on the waterline, and I did mascara the bottom lashes as well. So we are just trying to create our lip combo here. Just watch and see how I do it. I got this trend from TikTok and I love it. Yeah, so we're on the finishing touch now, guys. Sorry. So we're actually applying the LA Pro concealer, and I'm using my damp beauty blender to dab that, just to pat the product onto the lips to create a more matte blended look. And then I went in with the LA Colors, sorry, nude lipstick in the shade CLG934, and I applied it all over my lips to create that nude matte lip gloss look. And yeah, I enjoy this look so much. I enjoy filming this video for you guys. I hope you guys love it, and I hope you guys try my method as well. And of course, let me know what you think about this look, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to my channel, give this video a big thumbs up, and also make sure you leave a comment. Let me all know what you think about this look. Well, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.